So what did we just get done doing?
Just got done cutting the cucumbers into spears.
Alright, and what do you have here in the bowl?
Oh, I have some dill. We bought the dill at the store because our own dill didn't grow well this year. But the dill was kind of wilted. It was actually the very last bundle at the store, so it was kind of wilted when we bought it, and then we had it in the fridge for a couple of days. This is a trick I saw on YouTube. I don't know, I've never tried it before, but you take your slightly wilted herbs and even your lettuce, your greens, and put it in ice water for a bit, like a few minutes, and it freshens it up. It like stiffens up as if it was fresh again. I don't know. That's what I'm doing. I suppose it doesn't actually matter for this, but I'm trying it anyway. It gives me an excuse to give it a try. Then I'm going to take just small sprigs, like small, and put it in the bottom, like maybe that, and put it in the bottom of each jar. That's all.
Okay, and what do we have over here? Which is now boiling.
It is now starting to boil. That's the brine. It's the vinegar, water, and pickling spices, and you just need to bring it to a boil, and that's really it with that. But what's taken the longest is the jars. The jars need to sanitize in this, and it's not full boil yet, so that's probably going to take the longest. So
okay.
we're just waiting on it.
All right.
Totally ready. Waiting.
Cool. So don't touch. Very hot.
Don't touch. Very hot. Let's put some garlic in these. There we go. So this. Maybe 2 sprigs. Okay. Sprig. Okay.
Okay, so what now?
Now we fill them up with cucumbers. One trick I saw was putting it on its side. So then the cucumbers lay flat. Just fill up those jars as best you can.
Alright, so we had enough pickles for 2 jars, which we figured. And so we took the stuff out of the third one and put it in the top. Made sure it was all packed down. Now Amanda is bringing the brine in.
Okay, that's your maximum fill there. And please don't run out, please don't run out. Look how close it's going to be. Oh, how about that? How about that for close?
Alright.
Alright, now
There's still some goodies in there.
there's still goodies in there on the side. Might as well get all that dill in there. Now what a lot of people do at this point is, if you could even fit in a spatula, you just do that to get rid of any bubbles, like air pockets. stuff, but that's alright. Anyway, so I'm just going to leave that. Now you need to wipe off the rim with just a cloth, maybe a slightly damp cloth. Not as big a deal with pickles as it would be if you're making jams. And that's just so that you get a good seal. The reason it's important, really important to do this with jams is the sugar in the jams, even if they're sugar-free jams, there's sugar in your fruit. It ruins the seal when you go to put your lids on, if there's anything on there, especially sugars. So here we go. Lids just finger tight. Don't get your whole hand on there. Just finger tight. Alright, the jars are going to be hot, so careful, watch yourself. And back in the pot they go. Gentle, gentle.
You should be able to grab the handles and just
lower them
down.
There we go. Okay, lid back on. And you want to boil for, I believe it's 15 minutes. Just changing, if you're higher altitude or something than usual, then change that up the way you would for your area. But anyway, 15 minutes in the boiling water, and then take them out, let them set. That's it. We'll show you when we're ready.
Okay, how long has it been?
Oh, a good 15 minutes or so. I actually forgot to set a timer, so once I remembered, I started watching the clock.
Okay, so they're ready then. That's what you're saying.
Over 15 minutes, yeah. Turn it off here. All right. Put it on a, a cooling rack like that, or you can put it on a tea towel.
Now, I see within the jar that
There's a lot of bubbling going on. There are probably a lot of air pockets in there. Hopefully that's okay. It's probably okay.
we've never done this before.
Yeah, fewer air pockets the better, as anything, but it's probably fine. Next. Now what you want to do is leave them. You'll hear them at some point in the within 24 hours, but probably within the next 5 minutes. These are going to pop, and you'll hear a pop. You know it's done. Don't ever push it to make it go in. Don't ever do that. Let it do it on its own. If you don't hear the pop, come back in a couple hours and look, and you'll see that this is indented, and that's when you know it's sealed well. Leave them in an upright position for at least 24 hours, and then store them away. According to everything I've read, don't open these next week and expect really delicious dill pickles. Set them aside for a few weeks, maybe even a couple of months. What's this say? This tells me, for best flavor, allow pickles to stand 4 to 6 weeks. So that's just so all the dill infuses into the pickles. Alright, so that's that. A lot of work for just 2 jars, but I'm sure it'll be worth it.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, cool. One other little fact people don't know.
Sure.
Once this is totally sealed, say you need these rims for more jars, you could take that rim off. Just make sure you leave the flat lid part on. But you could take this outer rim off once it's totally sealed and use it on more jars. They don't have to be stored with these rings on the middle. Little fact.
Cool tip.
Another tip, do not, even once this is cooled, do not tighten this anymore, because you might inadvertently
Break the seal.
break the seal. So don't tighten more. I see people do it, don't do it. This doesn't create any seal whatsoever. All this is for, honestly, is to keep this lid in place while it's doing its sealing. This provides no extra seal whatsoever after the fact.
Cool.
There you go.
All right.
That's about all I know about canning. That's why I need YouTube. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Say bye to our viewers.
Bye, viewers.